Well, hi everybody.
Hi,
Welcome
everybody.
to our studio. This is where the magic begins and ends, and everything in between. Everything in between we film somewhere else. But anyways, we get a lot of requests over the years about what we pack on our trips, right? What gear we use, what cameras, how do you pack for a cruise? How do you pack for a road trip? People want to know, right? Folks want to know. And so this is the first video in a series of videos that we're going to make. This is going to be what's in the backpack. Now, on our recent cruise, I said in the video, this backpack weighs about 20, 30 pounds. In this video, we're going to show you how much is in this backpack and how much it weighs, what I carry to make YouTube videos when we're on a cruise or on the road or wherever we are. In future videos, Dawn's going to make a video about what she packs, what she puts into her carry-on or her luggage. We're also going to make a video on Big Blue. And if you're not familiar with Big Blue, it's our big suitcase that we carry with on our cruises. It has all of our auxiliary stuff, like snorkel gear. We put our suits, our evening clothes in there, things that we can't put into a carry-on. And then you're also gonna make a video on your carry-on, I think you're gonna go over. You pack it differently depending on where you go. Like if you're going in, for the beach, you would pack shorts and lighter stuff. And if you're going in, let's say going to Michigan during the winter, you would pack, jeans and stuff like that. And so we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you in future videos, not today's video, but we're going to show you in future videos how we do that. I'm also going to do the same thing and show you what I pack, how I pack, what I pack. I'm also going to make a video about how we book cruises, how we book our airfare, what sites I go to, how do we plan all that, right? A lot of folks are interested in how to plan their vacations on their own without, a travel agent or using websites and things like that. So we'll show you how to do that. We'll get more into what we carry in the vehicle with us if we're on a road trip in the future.
I'd show you my laundry bag.
Yeah, the laundry bag. And we are folks that do laundry when we're out on the road.
But I noticed now they're going to the credit card thing, and I don't like that. I really use my quarters.
Yeah, Dawn's got a great big bag of quarters. I mean, it must be $50 in quarters in this thing, right?
I wouldn't go that far. Maybe $20.
Maybe $20. Well, you've been using.
Yeah, I've been using them.
But anyways,
66.
But that's talk for other videos. Today we're gonna learn what's in my backpack, the technical end of YouTube. What I carry, why does it weigh so much, why I carry it. We'll go through all that in today's video. We get a lot of questions from folks asking us, how do we pack for trips? What do we carry with us? Well, today we're going to get a deep dive into what I carry in my backpack to film YouTube. So pretty much everything in my backpack is related just to YouTube. It's also some of the most expensive things that we take on our trips. So I got to put it in a backpack. I got to keep it with me at all times. I would never put this stuff in a belly of a plane. I would never give it to a porter on a cruise ship. This has got to be carried with us. So this is all the stuff that I would take if we were going on a road trip, on a cruise, maybe on a plane to Las Vegas or up to Vancouver or whatever. There are some new items that I had recently added, which has made my backpack even heavier. I got some equipment that I might actually retire, but I still use it for certain things. And I'm going to go through each piece and explain all of this. Of course, we have our luggage. We have, our clothes and all that. We usually pack those in carry-ons. I will save that for another video. Dawn will get more into how she packs for a cruise, how she packs for a road trip. If I were just going on a weekend flight to, say, to Vegas, I probably wouldn't take all this equipment. I'd probably just take my cell phone, maybe the DJI Osmo 3. If we're planning to do any kind of action, I'll take the action cam, and that would pretty much be it. There are some personal things, like I got to make sure I have my medication with me. Sometimes there are things that are not here at the moment that I have to pack to, like maybe paperwork for a cruise or tickets or whatever. But I do organize that very neatly in the back of my backpack. I'm going to do a little test at the end, and we're going to see how much this weighs when it's fully packed. So this here is a Swiss Gear. It's a travel backpack. It's got plenty of pockets. It's got an RFID for like our passports. I always make sure I put my keys to the vehicle here if I'm parking it at an airport or a cruise terminal. That way, at the end of the cruise, I know my keys are going to be right here. I do carry a pen with me. Sometimes I carry a little thing of paper. Somehow I lost that. I probably think I left that in my last cruise. I leave this pocket easy accessible, so during a cruise, I can pull out all our information, our passports, any kind of documentation. On this second pocket, I'll pack cords. I'll pack the GoPro equipment sometimes. I kind of move it around a little bit, but it's a pretty big pocket. And the good thing about this backpack is it's got a lot of space, a lot of places to put things, and I can pack quite a bit in here. In fact, I've actually packed clothes in here for like an overnight or a 2-night or a 3-night trip with about half the equipment. You might have seen these guys hanging from my backpack on our trips from our videos. I picked him up in Japan. Yeah, he's kind of fun. It kind of reminds me when I'm on the road and where we've been. I got him in Vancouver from our Alaska trip. He's my little Mountie. And of course, he's my little Pengy guy. I got him from Japan as well. I wanted to get more of these and kind of just start hanging them on our trips, but I started realizing too many of these, plus everything I put in there, it's hard. These guys get caught on things and stuff. I don't know how much. I like to keep a few on there. That way I can even, it's personalized to me and things like that. This pocket here is for eyeglasses. That's where I put my glasses. I'll put lens wipes, things like that in there. Pretty much things I need to get to real easy. This third pocket is a big pocket. This is where a lot of the camera equipment will go. My action cams, things like that. And then last but not least is the computer part of it. That's where my computer goes, the mouse, things like that. Got side pockets here. I'll put my medication in there. You can put a soda there or a bottle of water when you're going through the airport. I also got this little clip-on light. This is very convenient if you're like checking into a hotel or something. Well, it's okay anyways. But it's very convenient if you're checking in a hotel or you're maybe searching around in your car, trying, whatever, it's dark out. This is great. It's also magnetized, so I can stick it to something. Like I say, if the car is having issues or something, I can stick it to the hood and I'll have light in there. It lasts a long time. It is USB charged. I think I picked this up at Big Lots or something. It just attaches to, it just attaches to the zipper here. But it's got a lot of uses. And, if you're in a hotel or you're maybe even on the cruise ship or something and you need some light to see something, this is perfect. So I do have some little paddle locks that I'll use. I don't always use it, but if I'm going, let's say, on a trip where I might have to put my bag down for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes for some reason, or, I will lock all the bags. So, it just keeps people from, rifling around in it. It's one of those things where, do I absolutely need all this stuff? Not always. But I have to carry it with me, especially if we're going to be on the road for a period of time, because you never know what situation you're going to come across. You might find yourself ziplining or, doing some snorkeling underwater. So you got to have different equipment for different things. So first I have this USB charger, and I got to have a lot of ports because I got to be able to charge all this equipment. And sometimes I use a little bit of everything, and I'll have like 6 or 7 things that I got to charge at the same time. And if you continuously charge one at a time, it'll take forever. So it's got 12 ports. USB-C to USB-C is mostly what I use. I do have some USB. This thing here will handle anything I throw at it. I never had a problem with it. Of course, you got to have 12 different cords to plug everything in, and I do have those as well. With this USB device, you have to be careful on cruises. Each cruise line has different stipulations on what you can charge with and how long cords are. Everything is different. I have never had a problem with this. I've always been able to have it. They've never taken it away. On our last cruise, I noticed that the room attendant would unplug everything every single time he came into the room. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it's just something they do. Even though the main one wasn't plugged in, he would still unplug everything. But they never said nothing. They never had taken it away. I do carry a couple of just regular wall chargers as well. I don't have them. They're actually plugged in charging other things. This is the MSI laptop I use to edit the videos. It's got an i9 Intel processor. It's got 64 gigs of RAM. It's got 2 terabytes of memory. This will have everything I need to upload videos pretty quickly in 4K. It's been a flawless computer since the actual second one I've ever had. I do have another one that I use for live streams and around the house, but this one here is the main one I use to edit with. I love these MSI computers. They've always treated me well. The only problem with them is they're pretty heavy because they have like aluminum casing, but they're rugged and durable, and yet again, it does everything I need. Don't ever forget your cord to your computer because these things are almost impossible to buy or to find. A lot of times they're special order. If you lose that, you're not going to be able to use that very long. I got to use a mouse when I edit. It's a must for me. I also carry extra batteries around just for backups for anything. Also for the mouse and for anything else I might need along the way. I always carry extra batteries. This is my GoPro Hero 8. I've had it for many years. Most of our video, especially if it's underwater or any kind of action, has been filmed on this. On our last cruise, water somehow got inside of it, and it's been acting kind of weird. It still works, but I had water up in the lens here. I was able to dry it all out. It doesn't beep or make noises anymore, but it still shoots video, so I'm a little bit nervous with it. Of course, I got 3 extra batteries, because the one thing about making YouTube videos is always have extra batteries available. You never know. Most of the time when I film, if I don't have an extra battery, the battery I have will die or stop working. In this case here is what I carry the GoPro in. There's an extra battery there as well. This is also the handle that I use to go underwater. It's got a little wrist strap so I don't lose my GoPro. It will float if I do. If it does come off, it should float. So I carry this little portable fan. This is one of my favorite things, one of the best things I have ever done. This particular one comes from Amazon. I don't know the exact name on it, but I do have a few of these. This here is a lifesaver. If you're on a cruise ship and there's not enough air flowing around, especially like in your cabin, that there will change the game. And most of the time when I stay in hotel rooms, it just needs a good airflow. This fan here will do wonders as well. Dawn always also carries one as well. I highly, highly recommend if you travel, get one of these. It's battery operated, but it's also USB operated too as well. So it just works great. It's amazing. Highly recommend that. Now, I do have high blood pressure, so I do carry this wrist to see how my blood pressure is. I also have an arm one, but it's big, it's bulky. This one here will do great just to see where my blood pressure is. So I do have a mouse pad here. I will slip that in around the computer just in case I need it, depending on where I'm editing. I do carry 3 batteries fully charged. And yet again, when you're out there, you don't know if there's going to be a place where you can plug in. So this is great for that. I do carry plenty of juice. These are 2 20,000s, and that's a 10,000. This is the one I'll carry around with me if I'm going to like a theme park, because it's about half the weight of these 2 big beasts, and they're all the same company. They're that Ankler. Really great products. I do recommend these as well. I do carry these LED headbands, but they're not always in my pack, depending on where we're going. If we're out on the road trip, I'll definitely carry them in case, where something happens in the middle of the night, you got a flat tire, you need extra light. These are always handy. You don't know if there's an emergency. If you're out late and you're shooting YouTube videos, these will actually work real good for, being able to do what you got to do. And there's nothing worse than dirty lenses. And it just irks me when I have a dirty lens. I always carry some lens cleaner, some lens wipes. It's a must. I got this here for like cleaning, getting really into it. These wipes here are pretty good. Sometimes they smear. I prefer the lens cleaner itself. You spray it on and wipe it. I do carry some Yankee in the South stickers in case there's one of those places where we can slap our sticker on something. I'll do that. I have a few of those with me as well. And of course, you got to have your passports. I carry them with me no matter where I go. You just never know when you're going to cross a border. You just need them. They're in my backpack, ready to go. I also carry a checkbook just in case. It's actually saved my butt a few times. So I carry that. So I also carry my sunglasses, and I have a pair of extra glasses in case the ones on my face give up on me. I'll have that as a backup. Over here, I have my pills. I have exactly 15 days worth. I do have another 2 sets of these in case I go 30 days. So over here, I have this pouch. I carry extra cords, a micro SD card reader, just little things, little cords that might be special for something, backups, emergency stuff. It's all carried in there. Of course, you have to have a lot of cords, and I carry a lot of cords with me, all raveled up, usually throwing in there. I also carry a pair of Sony headphones. They're noise canceling. They work multiple different uses. But if I'm in a hotel and I'm editing, and let's say Dawn is watching TV or talking to her sister, or if I'm in an airport, I got some time somewhere where I can edit, those wireless headphones are amazing. They're one of the best headphones I've ever owned. Do an exceptional job. And I kind of need that to make my YouTube videos. That way I can listen to background noises, things like that. Then over here I have a head strap, a chest strap, and an arm strap for the GoPro. This is my DJI Osmo Action Cam 6. I've used this a few times. This is my all-weather to-go for like any kind of action stuff. This will also fit on the GoPro straps. I'll put this on my bike when we're riding. I got this DJI mic that's synced to this camera. I also have 3 extra batteries. Yet again, if you're a YouTuber, you got to have backup batteries because chances are it's either going to go dead or it's going to be dead, right? I got this little selfie stick in case I want to do some shots, away from us. I also have an extra SD card. Definitely need extra SD cards. You never know when one will go corrupt on you, or you'll forget to bring it, or you'll leave it in the computer, or what have you. These are the amounts here that will go on. I also have a dashboard mount for the vehicles to place that on there. I can keep it in a continuous loop for videos, things like that. Some extra cords up in here for that. Comes in this really nice case to put it all in to keep it safe. And last but not least, my DJI Osmo 3. There are a lot of things I like about this camera, and there are some things I don't like about it. I don't like the fact that if it gets wet, it's done. It's kind of fragile. If you drop it, it's done. That's the reason why I have this over here. This is more rugged. So if it's going to be a rainy day, I might use this. I might use my cell phone. If I'm going to do some action, I'll use this. If I'm just going to do like a standard vlog, I'm going to use that. So I got 2 extension batteries, plus there's an internal battery. With that alone, I should have no problems with juice. I can film a whole day. I also have the 2 mics, one for Dawn, one for me. A lot of folks like that because you can hear Dawn. I got this little stand here that I can do food reviews with, keep it propped up. I'm starting to get better with this, and I'm using it more and more. But I definitely use a variety of things when I make our videos. Sometimes I'll use our cell phone, especially if Dawn is not going to be talking as much. So this here is a special camera. I don't carry this with me everywhere. I do use this camera, especially if I'm out in Cades Cove and I'm shooting in 4K, and I know that I'm going to be shooting wildlife at distances. I do have my Canon 90D. I got some microphones for that. Different lenses so I can zoom in and out. I would take this like if I was going on an Alaska trip or shooting any kind of like wildlife from distances, from great distances. Now our last trip to Cades Cove, I didn't take this because I knew I was going to be riding around on our bike. And this is a camera you don't want to be riding around on a bike and use. It's pretty heavy duty, but it's still, it can be fragile at that. It still works great. I still use it. It takes probably some of the best video, especially for that outdoor use. I'm going to go ahead and pack this all up in the backpack, show you what it looks like, how I pack it all up. My action cam is all in there, nice and snug. I just got to zip this up. I have another case like this coming for my DJI. And this is what I keep my Osmo 3 in. I put the mics there, a little stand, battery here. Okay, there's something in it. Okay, there we go. Battery there. And you got to pack this just right, because if you don't, it won't all fit, right? I'm going to turn this camera a certain way. And then the battery, extra battery here. And then I zip it up. A little snug, but it zips up as well. Of course, zip up my headphones. This here just folds up. This locks, it charges all 3 batteries at the same time. I'll put my GoPro in this little case here. I like my GoPro, but I have problems with my GoPro over the years. Okay, so this is a lay flat backpack. It's a TSA lay, so that when you go through TSA that you can they can see everything. First thing I'll pack is the batteries, the extra batteries. They slide up in here, there, and here. And then I'll put my laptop in its designated place. Got a little pocket here for the mouse. I need my mouse. I could put some more things in here, but I don't want things up against the computer because I don't want that to be. And once I get that done, I'm done with this particular layer. I will zip this up. So the first pocket, I'm going to put my passports in there. I have this little zippy thing I put in just in case I don't want them to get wet for whatever reason. So I seal those up. I put them in the RFDI. This is also where I put my extra batteries. I just kind of set them down in there. The Yankee and the South stickers will go in here as well. I also keep my lens wipes in this pocket, and the My lens wipe, my lens cleaners in there as well. I will keep my blood pressure monitor in this first one, but sometimes that will end up in other pockets. Next is the eyeglass pocket made for it. That's where I obviously put these. My backups there. Sometimes I'll put the lens wipe cleaners in there as well. And this is where I keep my my checkbook. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with this first pocket. Yet again, there's still a lot of room in this pocket to put like travel documents, anything I come across. Sometimes when you're in airports, you might buy little trinkets, or there's room in this bag to put stuff on the fly. So I never pack everything like totally just jam-packed. And here we are to the second one. This one here I like to keep open. This one here is great for the fan. This is where I'll put the fan. And this first pocket is great for the GoPro as well. The battery pack. I also put the extra cords in there as well. This is also the point where I put all my cords in here. I will set them in this one as well. I have lots of cords. And I'll also carry my travel charger, like when I could plug into the airport, that will go in here as well. And then I'll put my headlamps in here. Now, I don't always take my headlamps with me, but I will occasionally, because you never know, And then let me go ahead and zip this one up. Then I got the big one. The big one here, I pack the heavy stuff at the bottom and the more delicate stuff at the top. The cord to my computer will go at the very bottom. Nice little spot down there for it. My USB is aluminum, and I'll put that towards the bottom as well. The cord for it will go in there, or it can go in another pocket. I'll put it in there for this particular trip. I'm going to go ahead and put the my Osmo 6 in there, my DJI 3 there. Headphones will go right in here. This fits there, fit wherever. Now, I don't always take all this with me. Sometimes I just travel with the wrist strap, and but in this particular case, I put it all in there. I might have to reimagine this a little bit here. And I put my pills on the side pockets. They fit in there just perfectly. I got 15 days. I'm not going to pack this, but I could put that where the computer is. There's plenty of room for it. But there it is. It's all packed, ready to go. All that fit in there. That's what we're dealing with. And so I have this little travel scale. I'm going to go ahead and see what this backpack weighs. Now, most likely I have a bottle of water on one side, and I'll probably have a few other things. There's actually quite a bit of room to put more things in that backpack. Here, let's see here. So my backpack weighs about 24 pounds, roughly about 24 pounds. So I carry that on my back. When you see us on the cruise videos or going up and down the gangways, that's pretty much about 25 pounds is what I'm wearing on my back. I do have to carry sunscreen for my face, so that will usually be in there as well. There's a few other things I'm not showing you. Sometimes I'll put that right in that pocket there, and that way I'm good to go. This I would only take if I was going overseas. This is my converter for different countries. It gives me 3 North America plugs. It also gives me plugs for different countries. And I believe that there is a European plug. I think it's France there. It also has some USBs and a USB-C. So this is great for international travel, and I would probably put that in my backpack as well. Comes this nice little carrying. And here's something that I will use every now and then. These are 2 portable lights. They do sit on stands. They can get about 5 foot tall. Great for like interviewing or doing like maybe a live stream or something. It's USB battery, so they're completely portable. I can take them with us. And that's what I use today to light up this area. I will take this tripod with me on cruises or on the road. It folds up nicely. It usually goes in big blue. And so that does go on trip. The lights, they usually are only used in a special setting. So that's the backpack. There's quite a bit in there. There's still room for other things, and we do pack it a little bit different depending on what we're doing. But mostly the gear that's in the backpack is always in there. If we're going on an international trip, a lot of that might change. I have to put the international converter in there. There might be some things I take out. I might not carry the straps for the GoPro all the time. I might range things around. I will never leave, though, without my little fan. And Dawn's got a little fan, too.
Got a little fan.
Yeah, you'll see in her upcoming videos how she packs in her cases and how she does things. And is it a perfect science what we do? No. Does it work? Yes, it works for us. We do find ourselves going to Walmart or, if we're on the road getting things. But for cruises, I think we pretty much got it nailed down. There's not much we need to buy. Unless something breaks. Like I did blow out a flip-flop a while back, and I had to go to port to find another flip-flop. We don't normally carry backups to things, but there are some things we do carry backups for. So yeah, but definitely, if you like today's video, you like this type of video, we have a bunch more. We like to show you some behind the scenes and how we do our channel, how we prepare for trips, things like that. So put in the comments below that you like this. And if we get enough comments, we get enough, interaction with folks that are interested, we'll continue making these videos. Now, folks, that's going to do it for today. Stay tuned until tomorrow's video I think we're going to do a tour of the studio, show you, the things that we have accumulated on the shelves, talk a little bit about some of the items. I'm also going to give you a tour of the studio going this way, the things that you don't see on this other side, and some other fun things. But folks, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. Hopefully, maybe you had taken something from this, and hopefully it makes your trip that much better. We love you, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye
everyone.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they'll take you to see the countryside, driving all over Tennessee in their little yellow Jeep. You can come along wherever they go, all you gotta do is watch the show. So be sure you tune in, Don, would you do this again?